Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have the first chakra here, which is the base chakra, okay? There could be some sort of, grounding that you are doing, or maybe even clearing when it comes to this connection here. It could just be you quieting your mind, right? To feel more grounded in this situation or gain some sort of clarity, like I just mentioned. But you're really focused on the structure and stability. That's what this chakra speaks about. So, interpreting it or putting it towards this, or reading the energy in the connection here, it could be that you're really focused on the stability of this connection. Maybe you feel like it wasn't really, built on a stable foundation here. Some of you may even be concerned about like a false start. It seems to me that you feel like what you guys need in order to build a connection with this person is missing, or that's how you feel this week. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Judgment. There's something that you're definitely waking up to in this connection, or there's some sort of like a realization, I should say, that you're having about this person this week. And with the Queen of Swords, you're accepting what is visible to you. You're accepting the truth of a situation. Queen of Swords is when your head is not in the clouds, right? You're not really viewing a situation through a rose-colored, lenses here. It's more so, okay, this is what's going on, or this is who this person really is, and I'm going to accept it. All right, so very clear cut energy here. And I feel like you're actually gaining the clarity that you have been seeking for quite some time. And it's making you realize something about this connection. For some of you, it's making you realize that there's a lack of stability here, or there's a key component missing. And until you guys are able to work on that, it would be really hard to, create some sort of like an efficient commitment with this person. So let's start off by seeing how you're being viewed this week. Okay, Four of Swords. Some of you may not be speaking to this person, okay? And as much as this card speaks about, rest, what I'm intuitively picking up on is this person may view you as actually feeling very restless about this situation here, but that could be the reason why you're not speaking to them, or you're kind of like avoiding the situation this week, okay? It doesn't mean that you're avoiding something in particular. It could just be you're like, you know what, I need some, time for myself, or there's something you want to think about, but you want to think about it, by yourself, essentially, in a space of solitude, not necessarily wanting to hear anyone else's opinion here. Now, if there is silence between the both of you, that could be something that, is being highlighted, or something that is affecting your person. But there's something about them viewing you as feeling very, very restless about this situation, or there's something you have been trying to figure out, and they feel like because you did not get to the bottom of it, you chose not to, speak to them any longer, or you made it very clear that you needed your space, is pretty much what I'm getting here. So we have the Devil. Some of you could be dealing with the Capricorn and the Death card, which is your energy. Attached to an ending is what I see, guys. And resistance towards change. The Devil, the Death card in the challenge position kind of tells me all I need to know. This person here, they're not only attached to how things ended with you, that's something that they constantly are revisiting in their mind, specifically this week. The devil, as well as the death card, could also be someone where there's resistance towards change. You know what you need to let go of. You know what you need to either alter or work on, and you're acknowledging that, but you're still having such a hard time doing that or detaching from what is not for you. So it's either what's not working is being highlighted for your person, or there are certain things that are they're starting to realize, okay, I need to stop doing that, I need to release that, but then they're having a hard time doing so, right? Like taking the necessary steps to make those changes. The devil and the death card also gives me an energy of someone who feels very connected to you, but there may be a sense of temptation or feeling like they want what they can't have. The way that you're viewing them, Five of Wands. Okay, so some of you are aware that there's more than just you and this person involved in this situation here, and that could be the reason why you're kind of like, okay, I'm just going to take a break, or I'm going to step aside while you kind of figure out what's going on in your circumstances here, because you're viewing them in the Five of Wands energy. So either there's someone else in the picture, maybe you feel like it's their social circle or family members, but you feel like you don't really have a solution for the interference on their end. You're kind of like, that's out of my hands. That's something you need to deal with. So I'm just going to, keep to myself here. It seems to me that this person, not only are they very attracted to you, they really want to like win you over, or they feel this connection with you that they can't deny. But I don't see it as just you and this person being in a situation together. There's someone else here, or there's another energy that's somehow interfering in this connection. Five of Wands, if it's not about an interference or external conflict, it could also just be very petty conflict, things that you can avoid, right? They're not fighting with swords, they're fighting with sticks. So you may view this person as, we could have avoided A, B, and C, or maybe you felt like you wanted to converse about something that was bothering you, and then it escalated into an argument. And so, when you take a trip down memory lane, or when you're thinking about the arguments or disagreements that the both of you had, you're also starting to realize, okay, well, maybe we could have avoided some of those arguments, or maybe we could have just conversed about it instead of having it blow out of proportion here. So that's a high possibility for how you feel as well. Yeah, Eight of Cups in your feelings, okay, and the Page of Swords. Some of you may have walked away from this person, but you're still very curious about them. So here's what I will say. Eight of Cups is kind of a tough energy to deal with. The reason being is it's walking away from a situation, right? After you've tried time and time again. And it's walking away from a situation because you've finally accepted that you're not going to get what you want from the situation. And this is a key component. So it's pretty much a key component that's missing. But the Eight of Cups is more so like an emotional component. So there's something here that wasn't satisfying you emotionally. For some of you, it's the fact that there was another energy in the picture, or you wanted something more to come out of this situation aside from just feeling very passionate and connected to this person, but having nothing being done about the feelings could be something you didn't want to be involved in. Okay. And so with the Eight of Cups in your feelings, it does show me that you could have been the one that walked away from this situation, or this is a week where you're really trying to detach, but you can't help but wonder what this person's up to. You can't help your curiosity, right? Page of Swords could be, where maybe you guys have mutual friends and you're kind of asking about them. Maybe you're, spying on them, or you're just really curious, right? It could even just be watching a tarot reading. But what I see is a part of you knows that you need to detach, or that's what you feel like is the right thing. But a part of you is still curious. You still have kind of like that what if in your mind here. Okay. I also see, guys, with the Eight of Cups, like, as much as you feel like there's something very, potent about this connection, or you feel very drawn to this person, right? Maybe there's even like a magnetic pull between the both of you. You're starting to realize that there's something here that goes against your morals, or you want something to come out of the situation and you don't see that as possible, at least not this week. Empress in your feelings, and the Knight of Swords. Some of you are figuring out what you want to say to this person. So there could have been an ending, but you're like, okay, well, I still feel this way, or I still want to say something to this person. Knight of Swords could be it could be fast moving communication, but it's usually communication that's straight to the point. So it may be something along the lines of how you're feeling, or something along the lines of how this person made you feel. And so you could be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus, but as far as the Empress goes in your feelings here, Scorpio, I think that you're realizing what you bring to the table, okay, first of all, but B, I kind of see it as there's something here that doesn't meet your standards. There's something here about the situation that you feel you would, it's like you couldn't even imagine yourself in this situation, or you didn't expect yourself to be in this situation. So now you're kind of confused as to, okay, why am I in this situation? How do I get out? How did I end up here? But the Empress is not only you realizing your worth, it's you realizing that the situation at hand is not serving you. There's something here that is not up to your standards. And I don't see that, and I don't say that in an entitled way. I say that in a way where you're genuinely acknowledging that you don't feel emotionally fulfilled. You may feel emotionally connected to this person, but what you're wanting from this connection is not something that's occurring, I think that you are leaning, in the direction of, I need to walk away, or I need to detach here. And Knight of Swords and the Empress could also be, if I'm being completely transparent, a little bit of anger that you're holding on to because of how this person has treated you, or the fact that they were not really investing in this situation. Because the Empress could also speak about potential. So maybe you feel like, I did see the potential in this connection, and that's why I was connecting with this person. But for them to not see the potential or not meet me halfway is something that really causes me frustration, especially because, they would act as if they were connected to me, or they would say things as if they wanted more. The Devil is being clarified by the Hierophant. Okay, some of you could be dealing with the Taurus, Death card, King of Pentacles. This person may need to put an end to a situation that they're investing in financially in order for them to have a connection with you, or it's like something pertaining to their stability. Like, this person may be living elsewhere or with someone else, but they're connecting with you, and that may be something that's not going to work, right? Take it how it resonates. But the Devil and the Hierophant is usually a commitment that you feel very restricted by. You feel like it kind of limits your options. So that's how your person's feeling. So if it's not like another connection, again, this could be their finances, right? Someone who feels like they can't really let go of their financial responsibilities, and that's somehow in the way of this connection here. But the Hierophant and Devil, it's very interesting because your person's not only gaining clarity on what they need to release, there's something that they're realizing, and that very thing is they're not happy in their current circumstances, no matter how they try to appear, or no matter how they try to make it look on the outside. They're not genuinely happy. They feel very restricted in a situation, and they feel very connected to you. But if I'm being completely transparent, Scorpio, there's something about this person feeling like they want what they can't have, or they feel very connected to you, but they can't take action towards you because of another commitment at hand. So this is a very specific download, but you could read it many ways. You could read it as someone who's, it could be a bad habit, right? It could be someone who is, addicted to a lifestyle that no longer serves them. It could be someone who has financial responsibilities or is connected to someone else through assets. They may have children of their own, right? But there's definitely something in the way of them pursuing you, because as much as they're acknowledging how connected they feel towards you, they're also acknowledging the commitments that they made, in the past, or things or situations or people that they still feel very entitled to. And I think that's why we have the base chakra as the first card that came out for you guys. Something just does not feel stable about the situation, or a key component is missing. So we have the Chariot in their feelings. Some of you could be dealing with the Cancer. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. There's something about this person wanting to feel more either financially independent, or they are currently in a codependent situation and they're trying to, release themselves from that energy. For example, if this person's financial situation is fine, but they're still in a live-in situation with someone else, they're trying to release themselves from that and, either move out on their own or be on their own, so that they can make a more like a clear decision when it comes to this connection with you. Because Chariot and the Nine of Pentacles is someone who's working very hard towards their independence. It's someone who's working very hard on moving on from a situation that has felt very stagnant. The King of Swords and the Tower. This person wants a way out of a current situation that they feel completely trapped in. It's something that they keep to themselves. They could have a very stoic energy, or they're very hard to read with the King of Swords. But King of Swords and the Tower is someone making that final decision and saying, okay, no more of this, or I'm cutting ties. King of Swords could be read as someone who's going through a separation or a divorce, but that's what it would have to take in order for this person to be connected with you. So if there is not another energy in this connection here, I don't believe this would be your read. Again, it doesn't have to be another lover, but there's definitely an interference here that is causing your person to realize, if I don't, cut ties or release, the interference, there's no way that we could move, or I could move forward with Scorpio. The King of Swords in the Tower could also be a very abrupt ending. So you may find that when this person goes through some sort of an emotional loss or an ending in their life, it kind of happens out of nowhere with the Tower, and they feel like they're not prepared for it. But what's interesting is the Chariot and the Nine of Pentacles came out first in their feelings, which means they're trying to actively prepare for an ending before it happens. Or this is someone who is trying to work towards their independence, but they're not being open about it. So there's something in their situation that's causing them to feel codependent or restricted. And they feel like they need to be on their own or separate themselves from that equation in order to even think about a commitment with you. So we have the Three of Swords in the potential outcome and the World card. Okay, what's the Three of Swords? The Lovers, the World card, the Hanged Man. Okay, this is very specific, Scorpio, but this person may feel like the connection that they share with you is hurting someone else. Three of Swords, the Lovers. Now, with the World and the Hanged Man, I do see, a change here. The World is about, again, completing a cycle. And I feel it has a lot to do with your, something that's going on in your person's end, which seems to be a very unexpected ending, but they're trying to prepare for it. Like, when it will happen could be unexpected, but there's something that they're actively doing now to feel more prepared, as opposed to, feeling completely defeated or hopeless when this does happen. So some of you are connecting with someone who is, maybe going through a divorce, or maybe they are, letting go of an old job. You can tell that they're going through like a transition in their life right now. And so in the potential outcome with the Three of Swords and the Lovers, I also see it as someone who is acknowledging how connected that they feel towards you. But after they complete a cycle, or after something ends in their life, even if they're connecting with you, it's not going to be the most fast moving energy. It could be a little bit, slow moving, or this person's like easing their way into a new connection with you. But the Hanged Man could also be an energy of someone who is having a shift in perspective after they're able to let go of something that no longer serves them. It's almost like feeling tied to a situation and feeling like you can't think clearly. But once you're out of that situation, you feel like yourself again, or you feel like you can actually make decisions without feeling restricted. So I definitely see a breakthrough here, but for some reason, there's also like this concern, or maybe concern is not the right word, but there is an energy of either someone else being upset, as this person's connecting with you, or this person is going to have to neglect or hurt, I guess, cause some sort of hurt in order to come together with you. I'm seeing that. Okay. So that's what I'm getting for you guys this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.